Hi, it's Sheridan Webb from the Training Designers Club, which is the place to go for practical L&D support, especially if you work on your own. And today I'm doing a short video just to demonstrate how practical and responsive we are really. There came a question in our VIP community for someone who is running a virtual session. Obviously, virtual is the new normal, and nearly every single one of our members offers blended training approaches now. And when we all were forced to go virtual back in 2020, we all fell in love with Jamboard, and I'm sure we weren't the only ones. Jamboard was just amazing. It was free, it was easy. We didn't have any problems with sort of security and getting people to log into it. It was absolutely fantastic. And then Google took it away from us. Sad, sad day. So there are lots and lots of alternative virtual whiteboards out there. There are things like Mural, obviously, which is all singing, all dancing. There's Miro, don't know how you pronounce that, but Miro. There is Padlet. Now they have a sandbox feature. I'm subscribed to that one. There's Zoom, obviously, have got their own inbuilt whiteboard. There's Fig Jam. There's Canva, has its own. There's all sorts of different digital whiteboards out there that we can use to aid collaboration in our virtual training. They're all different. They've all got pluses and minuses, and sadly, most of them require a subscription now. But if you're looking for a direct replacement for Jamboard, the one it is practically identical is something called Jotboard. There's nothing on YouTube about Jotboard, which is really, really strange. So I'm just going to hop on now and show you some of its core features and how you can get the most out of it. So this is Jotboard, and just to be clear, I have got no associations with this. I don't use it regularly myself. It's just one of the things that comes up in our community. I'm certainly not on any sort of commission, but you can find it just jotboard.com. It asks you to log in or sign up. You can, of course, get started for free, which is exactly what I did, and I have set up a Jotboard, which I have literally called Training Designers Club Test, just to show you how everything is. If you're familiar with Jamboard, you'll see all of the familiar tools down here on the left hand side. So you've got your normal pen, so you can scribble on there, an eraser, your mouse. You can put your sticky notes on just as you always could. Hit return, and there it is. So you can move them around just as you always could. You can edit them, you can change the colour of them. Again, very, very similar to Jamboard. You can upload your pictures if you want to. So if I just delete those. So one of the things I might do in an exercise like this is get people to populate a grid or a model. So if I just want to put in a nice SWOT analysis, I can do that. It pops it in there as a picture, obviously resize to fill the whole board. And then we can ask people to use sticky notes to add into this particular diagram. You can also obviously have the text function so people can type directly in, or of course you can use that to put your own headings as well. And just like Jamboard, if you want people to be able to access this and use it in a session, we go up to the share button and it's saying anyone can the link, and we just change that to editor. However, you're only allowed 5 people at a time. So if you're running a session with 12 people, that's not going to work, unfortunately, which is why the upgrade version, it's £3 a month, which if you're running more than a couple of sessions a month, I don't think that's too bad at all. And for £5 a month, you obviously get a lot more than that. So that is a downside with it. But you know, it is what it is. We can add more pages. So obviously in a session, we might talk about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. We might then want to just gather ideas about something else. So you can add your second page. You can set your backgrounds just as you could with Jamboard. So you can even upload one branded, for example. This probably won't work now. It doesn't always work for some reason that long. If I just refresh it, it would probably be there. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why it doesn't always show first time, but that is now on the background. It can't be moved around, so people aren't going to overtype it, and we can use that now as a general notice board. You can do all the usual things. You can copy your Jotboard, you can download it as a PDF. So if at the end of the session you want to share your outputs, that's a really helpful feature. And if we just go back to page 1, so this was a question that was asked in our VIP community. So let's say we want to put people into 3 breakout rooms and for each group to populate this particular grid. Can we just copy this page without having to recreate it? And the answer is yes. So we click on that and we can see all the pages that you have. If you want to add another page, you can add another page, and it allows you as the facilitator as well to move around quickly between those pages. But if we want 3 versions of this, we just hover up here to the 3 dots and we can duplicate that page. We can duplicate it 3 times and then just close that down again. And then what we can do is in the breakout rooms, if we want to share, we copy the link into the chat as normal and then just give people instructions as to which page they should be working on. And you can clear the frame as well. So we can still go back to all the other pages. The other thing it's worth pointing out is if we're in this view, it's very easy for you to reorder your different pages. So let's say we wanted to turn this one into a title page, or we were just messing around with the order. You just literally just drag and drop them, and then the order is changed. So very straightforward to do that. So it's pretty much a direct replacement for Jamboard. Exactly the same features. It's so simple. You don't need people to have an account sign in to use it, but the only limitation is you are limited to 5 people to collaborate, which does mean that it's probably going to require some sort of investment if you haven't got another digital whiteboard that is working for you. So that is just a whistle-stop tour of Jotboard. There are, as I say, there's lots of other whiteboards out there that we can use in training, and I would love to know which is your choice. Which do you prefer and why? There's so many out there. They've all got their pluses and their minuses, and there's probably a load that I am completely unaware of. So do share, let me know, and let's help each other to keep learning.